Yeah, Marvel Snap's newest card is Zombie Captain Marvel, and it's going to actually be a really high-powered 4-drop in Destroy decks, starting at a 4/4, but then gaining +3 power for each card she destroys at her location with this activate effect, which often is +9, which makes her, a 4/13. That's great. 4/13 is certainly way above rate for even like the big 4-drops, the Crossbones and Coal Obsidians of the world. She can beat those, but also keep in mind, that destroy effect can be even more stats when you hit something like Wolverine. You're getting bonus stats. Hit a Nova, a head pool. You're activating these upsides on your destroy, so it's upside on the stats and upside on the destroy, making it potentially a really interesting tool for destroy decks. I will also say it's just a little bit different from a curve standpoint. We don't really have a lot of 4-drops typically in the typical destroy package. Now, that said, that could be a bonus, but it also could be a downside, because I do think there's a little bit of clunkiness here, both from a 4-cost standpoint and from an activate standpoint, where this is just a little hard to line up, because especially if you don't play it exactly on turn 4, you're kind of waiting too long for the activate. Sometimes that's going off on turn 6, which means you miss like some death discounts because you didn't get it, or you miss a head pool loop or some Moira value because you had to play this on 5 and then the activate came too late. Still some stat and destroy upside, but like some things are a little weird. I also just thought this would be too clunky for Deadpool, so you'll note there's no Deadpool in this list. I wanted like a more honest on-board stats kind of play, since that's what Zombie Captain Marvel's doing, is just big numbers. So went for like Headpool Nova instead of Deadpool, and this deck worked pretty well. What did I have? I went 9 and 5. That's a 64% win rate, so seemed good. I'm not going to tell you it's better than normal destroy with Deadpool. I do think there's some awkwardness there. It's nice that Captain Marvel can destroy things played both before and after her, as opposed to cards only played before. She kind of gives you that two sides of it. But that also, again, just means some things are delayed or pushed back a little further than you'd like, and you have to ask if she's worth it. So I don't know. I'd like to see some other takes on this card. There were a handful of different little destroy ideas and packages I thought you might be able to try with this one. I wanted to see if it helped the classic build. I'm iffy there. It's fine. I think it's solid. It's probably even good. I don't know that it's necessarily better than what Destroy was already doing, though. But there might be other angles for this card where she shines a little bit brighter, because I do think ultimately there's a lot of numbers here, and just destroying things is quite valuable. So that's a 1-2 punch that could make this really good. I think you just got to find that perfect deck list. Now, if you thought that Captain Marvel was the last Marvel zombie you were going to hear about today, well, I've got a nice surprise thanks to our sponsor. That's right, Zombie Iron Man has shambled his way back into Marvel Strike Force once more as a free character giveaway this October. You can unlock him right now using the promo code Halloween. Just download the game via my link in the description below. He's a key member in the so-called Undying team, which also includes Zombie Juggernaut, Zombie Scarlet Witch, and this is one that dominates in Alliance Wars. So you won't want to miss out on him, or that choice might haunt you. Now, if you haven't played Marvel Strike Force before, it's a free mobile squad RPG where you'll be assembling a team of superheroes and supervillains from the Marvel Universe, powering them up over time to complete missions and unlock gear, and beat other players in PvP modes like Alliance War and Arena. You can actually just have a crazy team like Thanos and Leader and the Black Knight, Silver Surfer, and Namor. That is an absolutely insane list. And there are all kinds of synergies between characters to explore, so it's always really fun to try to put together the perfect team for a given challenge. And Marvel Strike Force makes it easy to get started. As a new player, you can unlock 17 different characters in the first 30 days. That includes some big time names like Thor, Spider-Man, and Captain America. So you can put together a cool little team, take them into various game modes like campaigns, Blitz, Arena, Alliance War, Raids, the Cosmic Crucible, and more. And then joining an alliance can help you find some friends to play with and complete raids. So if you want to get your free Zombie Iron Man today using the promo code Halloween, you can just download Marvel Strike Force using the link in the description below or this QR code right here on screen. I know I'm curious to see what kind of squad you put together to support your brand new Zombie Iron Man. Moira's an insane Moira. Oh my god. I hope we get death cheap enough to make this Moira nuts, dude, because that is an insane Moira hand. Oh, please give me some good cheap destroy cards soon. Yondu does not help. Fortunately, it's good to be a bot deck, but I have seen some like Yondu mill stuff popping up this week. Bro, Murder World. Oh, well, I was going to say Murder World all day, but now with Zombie Captain Marvel, we maybe just go left. I will say this is not the fastest death enabler, right? We'd rather have, a death lock or something here first. So I'm getting a Moira back. I'll still have an X-23, so I think I can play the X-23 wherever play the Captain Marvel wherever the X-23 goes. Hopefully that X-23 rolls into Murder World, by the way, just to give us an extra energy here and an extra null loop and an extra death discount. All of that would be insane. Come on. Oh, Limbo's sick anyway, though. We might have a lot of opportunities for Limbo. Okay, this actually... Oh, yes, perfect. We don't mind at all. It's great. Go Murder World now. Nice! They're mad! I thought they might have been a bot at first, but they're emoting like they're very angry about this sequence, which I totally understand, dude. We are getting some crazy high value here. She went mid again. That's fine. That's a good spot for Zombie Captain Marvel. Bro, we have so much freaking energy already. Do we greed all this a little more? I mean, honestly, we can probably just put in a death already. These decks do run a Shang-Chi sometimes, but one Shang-Chi is not going to beat all of this, right? So next turn it's turn 5. I mean, we have 6 and 7 to play the nulls anyway. We get maybe one more top deck for Zombie Captain Marvel. We actually have another Moira cycle for another death anyway. Zemo's pulling Headpool, which leaves us Wolverine as a top deck out maybe for this little sequence here. Nice. Let's go. Maybe we just go ahead and lock in the Venom over here just to make nulls a little bigger. Might catch another Wolverine or X-23 loop as well. Dude, yeah, no, we're like just flying, man. Like we and with Moira specifically, we don't even like, they're milling me, but who cares? Who cares? Go ahead and mill away. They might also have a Shadow King, which, would be really good against Venom, would be really good against Captain Marvel. But, again, we have multiple targets. Hopefully we don't stack up too much in one spot, like Carnage and Zombie Captain Marvel left here because she's going to move left, and Wolverine. But Venom is, spread out right at least, so that's good. Seems better. So we didn't catch a Wolverine, but we did catch an X-23, which is still fine. So we've got double death, triple null. Black Widow, we don't care. Do your thing. That's fine. I guess we just play a null mid here. And then just wait, right? And just dump a null and 2 deaths next turn. And like, how on earth do you lose? Maybe I put in 1 death right now just in case of like, I don't know, turning off Limbo or something. I'm not really expecting that to happen, but you never know. And I still have 1 more, so it's like, it's fine. We can still go 2 spots next turn. I don't expect this deck to have a lot of like big number options to beat us like heads up on numbers. Yeah, Lady Deathstrike's fine. Headpool, buff in their hand, but who cares? Black Widow, we don't care. We didn't have anything left anyway, did we? No, it didn't matter. Yeah, I mean, in what world do we ever lose? Maybe we put this here in case of like Shang-Chi mid or something. That way it maybe hits death, or maybe they just go to 15 and we win anyway. How do you lose? I can't imagine a world where you lose. Even Shang-Chi, Arnim Zola somehow would not beat you here. It's just like the most insane suite of stuff. Like, we just have so much stuff. Yeah, Captain Marvel was great, by the way, right? Like, just another activator that's a 13 power activator, right? Like, it's not like the most amazing card. A Deathlock would have been pretty good too, but it's with Limbo in particular, I think her timings do feel better. I wonder if a Magic belongs in these kinds of decks, but Magic helps the opponent very often too, so you got to be careful with Magic. That's symmetrical bonus. It's real risky. The Hub. Oh, 1-drop. I mean, I like 1-drops, right? Do we put this in? It's pretty solid for Venom. Maybe not that good for Zombie Captain Marvel necessarily, but big stats still feed into Null, I guess. Oh, now I kind of want a Mirror Island though. Maybe we do, yeah, maybe we bail on that. We just go for a big Venom. Yeah, I think this is better. It's still a body to throw into like Killmonger or whatever. That should be fine. Wolverine for the opponent. That is a crazy Wolverine. Limbo game. Oh my goodness. We got lots of time to do big stuff here. I guess you go Moira first, then Headpool. You can still toss in an X-23, but we're gonna presumably Venom mid. I just don't know when necessarily. Zombie Captain Marvel would also be fine on curve here, I'd say. Killmonger also gives the opponent energy. Let's keep that in mind. Zombie Captain Marvel, please. Death. Yeah, I mean, I need stuff to do, right? So you could go for like a Carnage first because you presume you're gonna Venom again later, I guess. Yeah, Venom gets bigger later with the Carnage. I mean, you hope Wolverine rolls back here, I suppose. There's their Deadpool. There's their Zombie Captain Marvel. Okay, they're having fun with new cards. They kept Deadpool and Captain Marvel together, so I'm curious to see how this feels for them. The Limbo's probably gonna smooth it out a little for sure. I was afraid that it would feel awkward though. I thought like timing, like Deadpool's a card that kind of demands specific timing is my thought. I thought maybe they might not have that good timing. I don't know. Yeah, this gets you a Venom on 6 mid. That's going to be enormous. Pretty big Carnage. X-23 could roll mid here though and screw us. So we could do this now. I mean, she's not going to though, right, guys? She's not. Maybe you just play Wolverine here to be safe. Yeah, that's fine too. Just to be safe mid. I don't think she's going to go mid. She wouldn't dare screw us like that. So I guess Captain Marvel's moving nowhere. She won't move right, I don't think, because you're not losing right. I think she just stays, which is fine. Death already mid. They may be cooking an even bigger Venom mid, which is pretty smart, I guess. Well, I mean, if they're feeding our null anyway, though, on some level, it doesn't really matter for us. Hey, I knew it. I could have got an extra stat mid, man. I knew it. I mean, my null is bigger than their null, which is kind of interesting from like a heads up standpoint. Like it could make a difference. Ooh, it's actually not too late for you. The timing is a little suspect, I guess. She just buffs basically Wolverine next turn. Maybe X-23 feeds in a little, but that doesn't necessarily help us much because like normally you care about gaining off null, but we know that's not going to be a thing. Do we put Death in just to get a few extra stats here? Do I care more about the energy next turn? Not really. Do I just lock in a really big Venom to get one more Wolverine roll? You get less Mirror Island rolls is the problem. If this hits X-23 though, again, your life's a little weird again, right? Kind of strange not to benefit from a head pool this turn, but you're just never going to. There's just no world where you ever do. Does my null being bigger help or hurt? Do they have 2 nulls? No, they never have 2 nulls. I mean, I feel like I just like that death flexibility later better to know where I want to put it, but I also just like having the stats here, but I don't want to lock in on X-23 too early. A Nova I could play next turn. Yeah, I think this is fine. Nova would be my best draw, I think. Null committed for them already. Okay. That's interesting. That means I kind of know where to beat their null with my null, potentially, and then flip mid with something else. Like we said, we never saw a copy, right? So we don't think there's any world where... Oh, we missed that Nova. Nova would have been so good, right? So if null goes here... I can force a big Zombie Captain Marvel mid alongside a Death, right? Because we know null will pull us ahead left, right? Because the opponent has 18. Oh, actually, no, we have 18 to 18. It's going to be a tie. Are you kidding me? No, my null's bigger, though. 18 is... Yeah, we're down... That's hilarious. We both have 18 points exactly left. That's crazy, but my null has been buffed once by Headpool, so I'll be ahead 57 to 56, which means this Zombie Captain Marvel will always go mid unless Wolverine rolls there first. If Wolverine rolls there first, she won't go anywhere, but maybe that's okay too. Death Death, did I reveal Death last? Or hold up. I want to reveal Death last, maybe. So that she still tries to go mid. Wolverine might, but it's a 1 in 3 or whatever, you know. So if she stays, oh my goodness, that is a crazy play. Okay. That's fine. Like, we know null matches always. Like, we you know, the null being the head pool null is crazy, the difference there. So we obviously can't lose like this. We're totally fine. Wolverine went in the right spot, so now Captain Marvel's, oh well, we're not moving mid. We pulled ahead because of the Arnim Zola weirdly, so she's gonna stay put, which is also fine, I guess. I don't care. It's all good. She's losing there, but it doesn't matter anymore. Would have been a cool redirect to focus in on 2 spots, but yeah, okay. Crazy, just destroy face down, dude. Both got 13 power Captain Marvels. The Deadpool for them really didn't get very big, even in a Muir Island game. They're also running an Arnim Zola. I don't know, I really don't know how these decks are gonna shake out. I just think Zombie Captain Marvel has like a little bit of timing awkwardness, and Deadpool is a card that demands really specific timings, and I didn't want to play them together. I don't know. I feel like she's not going to make Deadpool lists better, but she might open up other angles, like maybe like this, for instance, that we're trying. Seems okay. Okay, I like the Zombie Captain Marvel. That's good. We like Nova first. Don't care. Ignoring my family for this. As it should be. Marvel Snap is more important. All of you should be engaging with Marvel Snap and Marvel Snap content with great regularity. That's what I think anyway. Do we just build this Zombie Captain Marvel spot? Do we go for a Zombie Captain? Do we go for a Carnage instead? I don't know. Carnage is a little faster. I like that Zombie Captain Marvel could maybe contest like Tarnax. Oh, whoa, what a weird sequence that was. That was cool. Turned into Iron Fist, which then, I mean, I think you're mostly just happy about the buffed Deadpool, but Headpool, Carnage could happen in the meantime. It could also do this still and try to line up, but like, I don't want to have to play Zombie Captain Marvel there. I don't really want Carnage to get transformed necessarily, but it might be okay. Headpool also getting transformed means I'm not actually realizing the benefit of the Headpool. Is it better to get the benefit of the Headpool here and just tank Jotunheim though? It's worth +2. You lose turn 3, 4, 5. The Carnage goes to 0 basically. I don't think it is better. I think we're better off taking some flyers on this. You kind of wasting the Headpool in a way. You might sort of kind of technically be better off playing it after the Carnage technically for stats, but for the sake of death and null and so on, I'm gonna go ahead and destroy it. Moira for the opponent as well. Okay, wonder if they're rocking Zombie Captain Marvel. I have to make yet another zombie thumbnail today. I don't know what this one's gonna have. X23's face just zombified, like that's pretty easy, pretty simple. Could maybe do Moira. Her costume looks a bit more like Zombie Captain Marvel's, the kind of two-tone color palette. This one's more monotone in a way. Yeah, activate here. I guess we can do this. It rolls another X23 for us. I have priority, so either way, Marvel I guess won't move. That's gonna get pretty cheap, you know, because the opponent presumably even 0. I guess for the sake of Nova, we want to do this first, right? Oh no, because Killmonger's gonna activate these first. So no, Killmonger needs to go last if we want a good Captain Marvel, but Wolverine can go first at least. Hopefully he doesn't turn into something crazy. Okoye is pretty solid. Okay, sure. I could definitely use a null just to make sure I can match the opponent's null, right? I'm playing my Killmonger early, so it might disrupt the mid a little bit here. I don't expect it to disrupt a ton, but you know, maybe there's like a Venom or something that's now smaller. Hey, that's good news, I guess. Yeah, hopefully we don't also roll there. Nice. Okay. Death always just turns it. Oh, that might help them more than it hurts them. That's not good news. Venom's still really nice though. I mean, not that nice. Be fair, it's not that nice. So Deadpool, they also can play a null, but I don't have a null. Now the thing is for them, they can't play null. They can't play null left, So they would want to play, they can't play Deadpool left either. So they're gonna like focus mid and right. The problem is if their null is, which it will definitely be big enough, they just win mid against my death, and I can't support with deathlocks. I think we always lose to null mid basically here. Wolverine, X23, Venom again. Oh. No null then, so just Deadpool right. Like we said, it can't go left. The Wolverine does not go left to beat me left. Deadpool and Death. Oh, I'm really surprised not to see that Death go left for them. Maybe they thought I wouldn't support mid anymore, but I thought that was the most exposed spot. Because I thought left would be unplayable for them, but their own Death actually, I think it just always transforms into Death. They could have just gone 16 to 14 there. Maybe they thought I'd throw one small card here, which I would if I didn't have Deathlock. You know, if I had anything else. Well, Venom wouldn't have worked either. It would have had to have been a Moira specifically. Yeah, I don't know, actually. I feel like we kind of got by with this one. Pretty good zombie Captain Marvel, I guess. Yeah, she was big. Yeah, head pool is pretty chill. I guess you kind of want Nova first if you're going to do both. Still not really sure Nova belongs in this stack. I think without maybe more wide bodies. I just wanted like honest stats, you know. I wanted a deck with lots of stats. If it's not Deadpool stacking, I wanted, you know, wider stats in essence. Brooklyn Bridge is annoying as can be. I guess we'll just pivot over here and save this for a Killmonger later. I mean, that's in theory kind of fine anyway. I mean, Killmonger is going to be great for us, but Galactus First Steps is pretty annoying, honestly. Like, we're not going to contest this well anytime soon, so he's going to get very big. Armor for the opponent. Oh, thank you. No, I mean, that's totally fine. You played it right to where I wasn't going to destroy my stuff anyway, man. Appreciate you. Another Carnage is not maybe perfect. Hopefully they don't have another armor off Time Theater. That would actually be pretty annoying. I would actually be a little annoyed, yeah. Wolverine, don't go left or mid. I can't complain too much. It's bound to go somewhere over there, but is this worth it? You're ending up with 8 here, so it's really only a net of 2 points this turn, but you're buffing your hand a little. You're activating Null and Death a little, right, if those come up later, so it might be worth it. Double Nova, okay. Stop it. I don't know what I need. More than what we got right now, I'll tell you that. I mean, Null's pretty okay already, I'd say. We could just slam like a Deathlock left, maybe, just for some stats. Zombie Captain Marvel, huh? I don't love the Carnage, but maybe the movement aspect of this is okay. Boy, I wish she was an on reveal right now, though. This is exactly the game where you wish she was an on reveal, because you're not making Death any cheaper. You know, if we top deck a Death, she hasn't helped. She still does help Null, I guess, for the record. I don't know. Just you wish she was an on reveal here. That's really the moral of the story. Oh God, Darkhawk and Zombie, or excuse me, Galactus First Steps are going to be real tough to beat. Well, no, we're just cooked, right? There's no world where this ever holds, is there? Zombie Captain Marvel can move left and mid. If she goes left, can we flip? How big is she? She's gaining 9, so she's 11 and 7's 18 left, but I'm also deleting Black Cat. Oh, I hate how close that is. Do they play Zombie, or why do I keep saying Zombie? Do they play Galactus First Steps right? I don't think this ever works, right? Like, there's no way. I think we don't ever hold here, and we need her to, well, it is X20, no, we needed X23 mid, but it still can go mid, but I think that only puts me at 8, right? Oh, that's not what we wanted, unfortunately. Dang. Yeah, it would have only put me at 8 anyway, because Killmonger was just too small, right? It's like weirdly close because, you know, it's just weirdly close. It would have been 7 to 9 or 8 to 9. Yeah, it's really the double Nova that got us. If this was like a 3-power Killmonger and Captain Marvel went left, we would have been able to win. The double Nova got us even more than the like armor and on reveal stoppage. All right, Moira, double null. We're gonna need an X23 probably to utilize that safely, but you never know. Shadowland, that's gonna make our null notably worse. Whoops. Okay. We don't have to Killmonger, so we could avoid it. Just play Venom left right now. Oh god. If I destroy the Moira, it's just putting all those cards in hand that I'm then gonna shuffle away. So I think you just play Nova, honestly, and I guess you hope to hit a zombie Captain Marvel here. Good news is the opponent also really hasn't done much. Okay, this is good news actually. Nice. Now we can play the head pool as a follow-up. We can Carnage mid. This is honestly not the worst thing that's ever happened. We're kind of doing okay. Head pool, I guess. Yeah, unless you get an X23 or a Wolverine, maybe. Wolverine would be the best role, I think. Just higher tempo. You'd play Wolverine, head pool, Carnage. Be a pretty good turn 5. It is kind of nice for the zombie Captain Marvel that it's like she can catch bodies both before and after she's played, right? Like, in some ways the activate's inflexible because, you know, sometimes you just wish it was an on reveal. Other times that is kind of nice. Storms. This feels like it's, you know, kind of a War Machine deck, but they're just not doing a lot. Venom, unfortunately, a bit of a clunky draw, I think. Yeah, there's a decent chance zombie Captain Marvel moves mid, right? I don't know. We're wasting some Nova stats, but Null would be pretty good at some level. I think I'm getting a Null from Moira always, right? So I think I am getting a Null. I don't know if it's going to be big enough, though, is the problem. War Machine's also a bit of a pickle, yeah. More worried about like a Doctor Doom, though, than I am a Infinite, I guess. Killmonger doesn't really help. I mean, it kills a Nebula, but we don't imagine that's a huge impact. Also, Null's just not that big enough, is it? Nothing really got destroyed this game. Null's 4 power? No way. I guess the ninjas really hurt, don't they? So there's the Captain Marvel right. Okay. I do like that I'm ahead enough mid. Like, Doctor Doom does not beat both of these things, right? Like, Infinite can only flip one spot. Doctor Doom flips mid, but does not flip the other 2 spots. Is there other plays I need to think about, like a 2-card combo, you know? I don't know what it is. I guess Nebula plus Jeff wins mid, and then you could just like Infinite right. I don't have any way to get, if I destroy it, let's see, if I Killmonger, I also delete the ninja, right? So it doesn't really change anything on the Nebula. I obviously don't have a way to play a card there. Yeah, I think what... I think they could just play Infinite left even, wherever, right? I think basically we just lose to Infinite pretty much always. I think it's either like 26 to 20 or, you know, whatever. I think we might as well spread. But I think we just lose to Jeff, Nebula, Infinite here, essentially. I think that's going to be really tough to beat. We needed just a few more points, basically. I don't know. Did Jeff already move, though? Wait a minute. Didn't Jeff start somewhere else? Maybe Jeff already moved, in which case, hold up. If Jeff already moved, you don't lose mid. Maybe we're fine, because did Jeff already move? I feel like I thought he was somewhere else. He needs like an indicator. Hey, head pool on reveals repeated. I mean, that's kind of cool with Venom, I guess, but yeah, it's actually pretty cool with Venom, honestly. Yeah, we could get a Venom loop going there, get 2 Venoms eating it up. Deathlock maybe a little less cool. I don't know why I put these in this order, to be honest with you, but that's how it happened, so don't worry about it. I'm used to playing head pool first for Moira. Or no, that's backwards too. Moira goes first. No, I don't know. Head pool always last, I think. I don't know. I think I'm high. It's the only good explanation. Yeah, we can toss in an X23 and a head pool next turn. Worst case here. Zombie Captain Marvel probably gets a pass for a minute. Wolf's Bane Lockjaw's got to be a bot, right? Gotta be. What else could it be? Yeah, I guess we'll throw this in just to be a Marvel body next turn, maybe. We can go head pool, Marvel, something. I think that's fine. Ironheart, is this gonna get lockjawed? That makes the Wolfsbane actually make more sense. I thought this was for sure a bot, but now I'm curious. We have seen this kind of like Wolfsbane, Lockjaw, Mr. Negative deck. I've only seen bots play it. God, Wolfsbane Valhalla is also totally insane. I'm actually maybe just bad. I think this supposed bot is just better than me. Oh, that's a great roll for this Zombie Captain Marvel. That's perfect. Okay. Really nice. We've also got a null now that's halfway decent thanks to the Zombie Captain Marvel. Marvel's gonna move left as well now, which is cool. Okay. Opponent has priority actually, so we don't know for sure where she's gonna move for the record. See, this is the one downside for the, like, if this was an on reveal, death would be one energy right now. We could just play both. I mean, look, 9's getting destroyed, so worst case, we know we flip left like this. I guess if I reveal null first, does she calculate in mid time? Oh, I have priority though. Hold up. No, I need to send null mid actually. Okay. No, I have priority. I thought for some reason they had priority, but they don't. So I have priority. So this always sends Marvel left. So she'll flip left. Null will then flip mid, hopefully, and hold. And then X23 is just a flyer, right? X23 is just a bonus here. Yeah, the timing on death. I mean, this deck's been working pretty well, so I don't want to besmirch it too much, right? But it does look like this updates the null in real time, by the way, for future reference. So it's all good, but that is a big Devil Dino, but not big enough, baby. This is definitely a bot, by the way. But a pretty good Zombie Captain Marvel game in the scheme of things. Like, her move here, I don't know, like, you can nudge it enough that it's useful, right? She also would have been fine if she stayed, so, but maybe a little less predictable for the opponent in some ways. I don't know. Yeah, head pool's cool. We don't mind getting a rock, honestly, but if I do, I want it in the same spot my other guys are. It's just to get another destroy body in, so we'll just commit it there and be fine if we lose, I think. It does mean I wouldn't want to put a third card here necessarily, so we got to be careful with that. Although if you got a Killmonger, you still maybe wouldn't care. Dude, Carnage is already pretty nuts, but yeah, this is fine. Let's wait. Do we ever go, if we get like a Nova here, do I ever go like Nova, just Nova mid with Carnage, or Moira mid? Save the rock for later, you know? I guess that question's not up for debate, so maybe we just go here. Well, honestly, I like Deathlock better, right? Because we don't really need the Carnage. It can go wherever. X23 mid would be cool. I don't really care about winning Eternity range. It's all fine. Hopefully X23 does not roll right, though. That would be a little sad. Nice. Okay, that's actually good. They give them the rock, maybe. Hey, that's really good on a zombie Scarlet Witch. Oh, sick. Yeah, nice. Okay, that's a really big deal. That's fantastic news. Excellent developments are being made. Since we got the Venom, actually, yeah, maybe we just lock in Venom already, eh? Yeah. Still get one reasonably good head pool cycle for later. It's a pretty great Venom, honestly, if we get a null. It's a little late for Zombie Captain Marvel this game, it seems. I mean, I guess if I got her this turn, I would maybe play her with head pool, but she doesn't really support death very well. Hunger. Yeah, we got a 5 power horde. Werewolf by night, sure. Killmonger, I think, creates too much space for them right now, doesn't it? I don't really want to support that. So maybe we just do this. Do I go ahead and commit the death? I mean, why? It's going to be free next turn. The real question is, do you commit the Killmonger? Because if you do draw a null, you'd like to have both, potentially. Odds rank null are 1 and 4, though. Pretty slim. I could just play this next turn for a bigger surprise factor. I think I'm going to end up with priority, though, a lot of the time, which does make the Killmonger a little worse. It just limits Zombie Scarlet Witch is the upside, maybe. We may not get priority, depending on this werewolf. If it rolls right, which it looks like it's going to, we're losing mid and right, maybe. Yeah, indeed. Is this going to be like a Taskmaster? Like, what's this going to be here, man? I don't know. We drew Moira. Okay. So that flips that pretty decisively, almost too decisively, honestly, but I'm really ahead left, and I don't think that's going to change too much. There's no like great Taskmaster. The werewolf's not that big. I think I'm maybe just giving up mid here and just like hammering the other two spots. Yeah. X23 is moving, which isn't maybe ideal. A little weird not to contest mid, but I just feel like it's going to be the hardest spot to win. I think they're either going to double down right or, oh yeah, Absorbing Man too, not Taskmaster. Oh yeah, we've seen that. I forgot about that. A lot of lists are doing that. That's fine. That's where we didn't care. So exactly as the, oh nice, dude. It would have got destroyed anyway, but very funny. Yeah, this worked out perfect. Wiping out, honestly, a huge chunk of their board. We would have indeed lost mid, I think, always. The Horde just already discouraged that, and then the double down on Absorbing Man. A little surprised. Well, I don't know. There's a part of me that would have said maybe Absorbing Man could have gone right, because you think maybe your Horde's going to win. Like, I would have maybe tried to leave that Werewolf mid with, like, that Acid Arrow, right? Hey, Nova. Ashfordham, we can just load up. That's fine. The American economy, their title is Downward Slide Whistle. Interesting. I feel like there's got to be a better follow-up than that. I don't know. That one's fine, but there's got to be something, right? Moira Carnage. Okay, get me another Nova in the mix. That's pretty cool. I don't know if Nova's actually worth it. I just didn't want to run Deadpool again, to be honest. Like, I'm going to be real transparent about that. Just did not want to run Deadpool again. So Tribunal makes you think move Tribunal, right? They probably like Limbo a lot, by the way. It gives them tons of time. I wish I had a second Null in this Moira. That would really help, but we don't. I think it's going to be hard to get enough numbers here, honestly. Nova, again, is cool. Like, Killmongers are great. Double Magic. Good God, they really love Limbo, don't they? Boy, oh boy. Double Wolverine's pretty sweet, too. We can start looping a lot of those in. I have two more destroyers. I don't know. Might just be a Killmonger at this stage. This is a pretty good turn 5. I've kind of missed the, well, no, with Limbo I definitely have not missed the zombie Captain Marvel just yet, but these Novas have not been, like, you know, great. It's kind of been a 1-2 and a 1-3. I mean, I guess they fed Carnage. Oh, this is Mr. Negative Tribunal. Whoa, okay. That's different. I mean, surely there's a good spot for Zombie Captain Marvel to land if I play her on 6. And then I go, but then that doesn't enable death very well, because it would be a last turn Captain Marvel. Maybe we just do it now and then just like Wolverine next turn or whatever. Like a head pooler in X23 would be cool too. Sarah as well. Good God, dude. Death is going to go down to 2 if I do this. Maybe we try to catch a little flyer on a... but she moves is the problem, right? Ah, crap. Oh, well, I presumably won't be losing anywhere, so I don't know if she will move. I'm just trying to catch a second loop of Wolverines, right? I don't think she'll move, right? Well, I mean, I guess we could be losing by then. Well, no, we have priority, so no, we won't be losing. Bro, why am I... Dude, am I high? I thought I... Did I click the buttons wrong? I guess I did click the buttons wrong. Good news is the Wolverines didn't go over there anyway, so it doesn't matter, but I guess I'm high and I clicked the buttons wrong. I can't think of any other explanation there. Oh boy, Onslaught is bad news bears. We cannot stop Iron Man over here, which means just outrageous power output potential. Tribunal can't do anything. Killmonger, we presume, does nothing. Yeah, we gotta... Well, I mean, we can see it out for 1, I guess, but presumably we're very, very dead. Iron Man makes life so easy for them. Without a snap, I'll see it out though. I mean, you know, they didn't hit a Jane Foster, but you have to imagine it's not a hard solve anyway. They're not like slamming their... I guess they got to play Tribunal too is the problem, maybe. Maybe it's Iron Man is still expensive, like he missed the negative, and then Tribunal is expensive. Like we know that one's 4. Well, realistically 3. I have to imagine there's still some combination that makes life real hard for us. But if it's not Iron Man Mystique specifically on Onslaught, maybe it's hard. Like maybe this is just gore or something, you know, and it is. Super Scroll Null? Bro! Bro! Wait. Oh my god. Why is this one so big? Why is it so big? Oh, Onslaught, you idiot. Oh, duh, Onslaught. It's 23 and 23. Woo! 38 to 36, dog. No Tribunal played. They went for Super Scroll Mystique instead. Oh my god, we held on. I guess I just clicked that activate in the wrong order. I don't know. I'm tired today, so it makes sense. Captain Marvel, you know, she was like a 410. Well, I mean, a 410 that also gave 4 points on Wolverines. I mean, yeah. She was a 414 this game. It's not like you don't go, whoa, but I mean, a 414 is pretty good, I guess, yeah.